I'm Mike McIntee. I was the production coordinator at The Late Show. I got there in '94 and I worked there till the end, 2015. My first appearance on air was a Memo Mate commercial. I'm a mailman, I delivered something to Dave. Felt like I had the biggest smile on my face. Because I said, what am I doing here? Like 3 months ago, I was sitting home doing nothing, and now David Letterman has me by the neck. It was a crazy turn of events.
Put it on your key ring and you'll remember everything.
He's not here to kill you.
It's great for busy schedules, too.
He's not here to kill you.
So don't forget, call now.
I was also a piece at the CBS building. Let's see how long somebody can go into the revolving door until they get kicked out by security. I go in the revolving door and it's going around and around and around and around. And I can see security in there saying, oh, what is this guy doing? And I said, well, he's going to stop me maybe 5 more revolutions. He didn't do it. He didn't stop me. And then there's getting more and more and more people. There had to be like 15 people, 20 people on the inside. Andy Rooney tried to use it, and then he had to go around the other way. The way it ended was they called the cops, and they pulled me out, and by this time I was so dizzy.
That's our guy. That's Mike right there. Here we go. The clock. There's 1, 2. Now, I believe in minute number 2, he'll start to develop inner ear disorders. Start to get a little woozy, a little wobbly. His lips will begin to vibrate. Put another guy right in there. Coming up on 8 minutes now. And all right. Yeah. We have 3/4 of that revolving door. 8 minutes and 5 seconds.
Must have been 2001. Mets and the Yankees were in the World Series. 2 of us. One guy was going to be in a Yankee uniform, top and a hat, no pants. One guy was going to be in a Mets uniform, top, no pants. The question was, who's going to get picked up? I jumped in. I said, you know, drive me 20 blocks. And a cabbie says, did you see that guy across the street? I go, what? He didn't have any pants on, he says to me. I says, so I don't have any pants on either.
Posing the question, who can hail a cab more quickly? Audience screaming, go Mets. All right, there's one cab. Now, wait a minute, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer to the question, who can hail a cab more quickly? From the National League, it's your New York Mets.
Dave likes to put people in costumes into a restaurant. How many Spider-Mans can we fit in here? I think the first one we did was how many bunnies can we fit into an H&R Block? I was going to be the lead bunny. I walk in and the shades are slightly closed, but I wanted to open it so, you know, for the better camera shot. And then I pulled it and I closed it completely. While I was opening, someone else came in and I turned around and this guy came like with venom, ready to kill. And he sort of like kicked me and get out of here, get out of here. So the answer was 2.
Into the H&R Block. There you go. Got some tax problems. Has to deduct some eggs. There's one. Let's see if it sticks. Let's see if it works. All right, there he is in the window of H&R Block. Let's just see what happens here. Oh, no. What the hell is going on? Bunny doing his own show. Give me bunny number 2. There's bunny number 2. There we go. All right, in case you're just joining us, we're playing How Many Guys in... There's Norman Fell, beloved character actor Norman Fell just walked by. Did you see him, Paul? Yeah. Playing How Many Guys in Bunny Suits Can You Get Into an... Wait a minute. Oh, there's some trouble here now. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the answer is 2. Yeah, you bunnies, get the hell out of here. I'm calling the police. I wonder if that's H or R. I've been told that R is the hothead.
Whenever somebody asked me what was my favorite dessert, for some reason I always said Dairy Queen Dilly Bar. So then I heard Dave say the same thing one day. He loves Dilly Bars. So comes Christmas, so I said, oh, let me buy him a box of Dilly Bars.
Then I go to questions and answers, and a woman raises her hand. Hello, my name's Linda. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. What is Dairy Queen? Can you get me a Dairy Queen? Can you get me a big chocolate, big double dip chocolate cone? Can you do that for me?
The whole staff like jumps up. We got to get this guy some Dairy Queen. And so everyone's running around like nuts, and I'm running around like nuts. And I said, hold it. I call up to his office. I says, Mary, does Dave still have the Dairy Queen? She says, yes. I says, bring it down as fast as you can.
These are Dilly Bars from Dairy Queen. There you are. I hope you enjoy that. Thank you very much. Have a nice stay in our country. This came out of my own personal supply. I hope you enjoy it, ma'am, and I'm going to have some here to offer to our guest Regis.
And he says, those are my dilly bars. I was so excited. Then Dave, who walked past my office, said, Mike, you saved the show, you know.
Come on!
Oh!
Let's get this
Let's
party
get a
started!
dilly going here. Yeah!
There you go!
Oh,
man!
fabulous!
That's tremendous!
They asked me to play Mickey Mouse on the hood of a car. So I got dressed up. They tied me loosely on the hood of the car. Dave comes out of the building, gets in the car, flies down the road, up onto the sidewalk, hops out, and goes in. He wants to do it again. So we do it again. He backs up, flies down the street, slams the door, and gets out. And now he's talking, and now they untie me, and I got up, and he looks over and says, there was somebody in there? We do a lot of things on 53rd Street. Dave is a sportsman, loves his sports, and we'd go out there and pitch. Albert Pujols was there, David Wright was there. Usually Dave was pitching, I was catching. And then this time when Mark Teixeira was on, Dave wanted to hit, and I was going to pitch. So I go out to see the setup, and it's 60 feet away. Now, the 60 feet is major leagues, but this is batting practice. It should be 45. I got to throw probably 30, 40 pitches to these two guys, and they have to like get into that strike zone area. And I was very, very nervous, and I did okay. Even Mark Teixeira said, nice job. A big relief.
Put it in the Hudson. Yeah! Yeah, buddy!
During rehearsals, you need someone to play Paul, you need someone to play Alan Coulter before they get there. So a lot of times I would sit in for Alan Coulter, and Alan Coulter couldn't come in maybe for the Jewish holidays or whatever it was, and I needed an announcer, and they asked me to do it. I said, well, no, I just fill in. I'm not an announcer. They said, that's fine, do it, you know. We like awkward. It's one of those, what the hell am I doing here?
From the heart of Broadway, across the nation and around the world, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. I'm Mike McIntee. And now, lead a cappella of the Whipping Poop, David Letterman.
One Thanksgiving, they wanted to have two pilgrims dumping gravy on Dave Letterman. And Barbara said time and time and time again, it's a pour, don't dump it. So we did that, and we dump it. We thought it went good. Gene and I walk away. Barbara comes, that was a dump, that was a dump. And then we get a phone call. Dave wants to see us too, and that never happens. And me and Gene go up there and like saying, you know, what do you got lined up after this? I got nothing. So Dave, he plays the play button. He looks at it, we look at it, and he says, that was like perfect. That was perfect. I said, don't ever do that. I said, don't do that to us again.
5-gallon gravy dump. What the hell is a 5-gallon gravy dump? What's going on? What do you mean?
You don't know what it is, boys?
Huh? What?
Right over here, gentlemen.
What?
You know about the gravy dump.
I had to dress as the Pope. I had to play a ventriloquist talking out of the side of my mouth. During rehearsal, I kept going like this as I was walking off. And then at the last second, I remembered, no, that's the Queen. The Pope is more this. I knew there was people out there watching. You know, maybe the Pope himself, I don't know.
It's an exciting day here at the Vatican, isn't it, Cardinal Giuseppe?
Sure is, Cardinal Patone. I just met the lady who makes the Pope's hat.
Oh, Miter?
Murder? I don't even know her.
What a noche, a mes.
So I was going to play Know Your Current Events, and Dave will ask, get somebody, do you want to play? And they stand up and they play Know Your Current Events. And then they ask me, you want to play Know Your Current Events?
That leaves us with Know Your Long Shot 2008 presidential candidates, Know Your Super Bowl XLI, Know Your Dave Letterman 25 years in late night. What's it going to be, John?
Let's play Know Your Nancy Pelosi.
Okay, that's my mistake. Let me run through these again.
Let's go with, let's try this one. Know Your NFL Hall of Fame place kickers.
Okay, why don't you just have a seat? Thank you very much, because that's really a category.
I always say when we do the show, there's 3 shows you got to prepare for. The one that's in the script. The other one you prepare for is, I have a feeling, in case he does this, he may do this. And then there's always the things that just happen and it's totally off. So we had a joke about spare ribs. If we're talking about ribs, he's going to want some ribs. So just in case, let's add some ribs off to the side. Pat wasn't thinking or wasn't quite sure or forgot that it was a maybe, as a just in case. He takes the ribs and put them behind Dave's desk. Now we come back from commercial and he discovers the ribs. I'm like laughing, but holy mackerel, I screwed up. Turned out to be a great mistake.
Wait a minute, we got something coming in.
It's nothing.
Why is it here?
It's a mistake.
This is interesting. No, this has been, wait till I show you what's been labeled a mistake.
Is it?
Plate of ribs. It's a mistake.
What are the ribs?
It's a plate of ribs. They look delicious, but they're a mistake.
They're there by mistake?
I mean, I can't even begin to understand the parameters of the circumstance whereby this would result as a mistake.
Bill Sheff wrote this thing. I stood behind him. I'm a scalper. And then they wanted to do it again like a week later. I said, oh, great. And then they wanted to do it again a week later. I said, this is the greatest thing. I said, I don't quite get the joke. And that was a very successful girls through freshman year of college bit.
Of a game retired.
Sure, well,
Hey,
that
dude,
Oh, this guy again. Yeah, what? What do you want?
I got 2 for the opening Olympic ceremony in Beijing.
Whoa.
Wow.
Tickets for the opening ceremonies in Beijing?
That's right.
Whoa.
Wow, that's...
You know, I'm not going to be in China on Friday. But thanks, that's pretty impressive. How would he get those 2 tickets for the opening ceremony?
Dude,
Really?
Huh? What?
Hannah Montana, live.
That you got it.
Oh, my God. Whoa.
The top 10's usually topical, whatever was big in the news that day. And I remember we did one for Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, or something like that. And I said, well, you know, Dave knows who that is. I don't have to write an information card. I don't have to tip him off as to who it is. And then when he introduced the topic, he wanted to find out, is Kim Jong-un a president, an emperor? What's his title?
Who is this again?
Well, Kim Jong-il is a murderous dictator from North Korea.
That explains everything. Yeah.
Since then, I decided no matter what we do, I'm typing up a card of information of the day. This one day was Mother's Day. He's going to call his mother.
I just found an interesting card here on my desk. Can you see this, Paul? Maybe we can actually see it with the camera.
Someone
This keeps me updated. For your information, Sunday is Mother's Day.
Right.
Your mother is named Dorothy. You call her Mom. We don't leave anything to chance here.
I always pictured Dave, and I would think similar. But I remember him saying he wants to one day say to Barbara Walters, so what's next for Barbara Walters? And so one of the last times she was on, I typed up Dave's final question to Barbara. So what's next for Barbara Walters? The joy and the delight of seeing him ask that question still makes me laugh.
So what's next for Barbara Walters?
Oh, God. Thank you. Where is that written? What's next?
I'm not sure how it started or why it started, but Dave wants to hear music from the Eagles. But he's told Paul can't play that because it's going to cost a lot of money. The rights, you got to pay for rights or something like that. Dave asks director Jerry Foley.
What do you say? You're the director. You're the captain of the ship. What do you think?
I say we should play the music and see what happens.
And Dave loved the answer, and I think it explains pretty much so much of the show. Let's do it. We'll see what happens.
We can play it, but you know what it'll cost us?
Take a
guess.
what song?
One song. Take a guess.
More, it must got to be more than 1,000 then.
Oh, yeah.
Is it $5,000?
More than 5,000.
Really? 100,000.
Up.
$500,000.
Half of $500,000. So we're now going to listen
to
the CBS commissioned Supercharger. This won't cost us a penny. Am I right about that? This is absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Okay, let's take it away. Here we go.
Supercharger.
Get in on that.
Supercharger all the time.
Excuse me. Could you give me a hand? What's the problem? I don't know.
Surprise! You're on TV.